2Minute Tuesdays with Thurmond.
Happy Tuesday, everybody. Today, I want to talk to you about cultivating a life of joy. You know, as I go in and out throughout the day and throughout the week, I run into many people, as I'm sure you do, people who look perplexed, full of anxiety, people who look sad, fearful, people who are even angry and disgruntled. You know, I am convinced that the reason why this is because people just don't know about the joy of the Lord. You may be saying, well, Thurmond, what is the joy of the Lord? Number one, I believe joy is almost like a peace. Joy is a personal resolve that you make in your mind and say, you know what, irregardless of what today brings, and irregardless of what's happening, I'm not going to allow my outside to affect how I feel on the inside. Well, Thurmond, where can I get this joy? Well, here's how you get joy. Number one, let's make this clear. Joy is supernatural. And joy only comes from God. You know, the world cannot bring you joy. You can have lots of things, you can have lots of cars, lots of houses, lots of people around you. But it does not mean that your life will be full of joy. Joy is supernatural. Joy comes from God. And you know what? And the way we get joy, I'm convinced that joy is basically a byproduct of spending time with God. When we spend time in prayer, meditation, singing songs, I think when we have time with God, He begins to, almost like a computer, He downloads these updates and upgrades of joy into our heart. And you know what? And after we get joy, it's important that we also sustain and protect our joy. Oh yeah, you have to protect your joy. You know, sometimes, have you ever had a day where you was feeling good, you were confident about how things were going to go, and you got around some negative people, and before you knew it, you was feeling just as bad as they were? You know, they oftentimes say that evil communication corrupt good manners. I believe that people who don't have any joy sometimes can corrupt our joy if we allow it. So today, protect your joy. And it may mean you have to say to some people, you know what, I can't be around negativity today. I got to protect my joy. I also want to leave you with this story. There's a phenomenal story in the Bible of 3 boys who were serving a king, and they were in his kingdom. And this king told the people, he said, you know what? He said, whenever you hear the music play, you have to bow down and worship me. These 3 boys said, you know what? We're not going to do that. Well, they didn't do it. And the king became very, very upset. And the king said to the guys, if you don't do what I'm telling you, I'm going to throw you in a fiery furnace. Oh yeah, he was going to set them on fire, guys. But I love something that these boys said. These guys said, you know what, king? We will not bow to you. And then they said 2 powerful words. They said, even if our God don't deliver you, we will not bow down and do what you say. You know, I believe joy is almost an even if. Joy is kind of like a no matter what happens, and even if my day does not go like I want it to, again, I'm not going to let my outside affect how I feel the inside. I'm Thurmond Shepherd, your host of 2Minute Tuesdays with Thurmond, and I'm stopping by today to tell somebody to stir up your joy today. And I'll see you in 2 minutes.